Good morning, students. As we have been discussing the concepts of light. So, in the previous class, we have discussed the image formation by plane mirrors. So, whenever we come across the image, we know the point where the reflected rays meet or appear to meet. That point is called as image point. So, we have discussed that, when a plane mirror, this is a mirror. Now when an object is there, now this is an object. When I have drawn an incident ray, then it is the normal, this is the angle of incidence, then it will be the reflected ray, then again I have drawn an incident ray, this is the normal and this is the reflected ray. And now if I think this is O and this is A and this is B, OA is incident ray and OB is another incident ray, and now I can take this one as C, AC is reflected ray and BD is also reflected ray. Now I can say that if this is theta 1 and this is theta 2, of course I can say that if this is theta 1, then it is also going to be theta 1, and if it is theta 2, then this is theta 2. So the thing is, when the reflected rays, this reflected and this reflected ray cannot meet, so we extended in the backward. Then when we come into this point, this is the point of the image. If this is O, then it is going to be O dash, and this distance, if I take, this is mirror, this distance is D, then from here to here this distance also will be D, because we can say these are similar triangles. Now image formation, whenever the reflected rays, the two reflected rays, reflected ray BD and reflected ray AC cannot meet, if they are extended they can meet at that point, then this type of image we call it as virtual image. Now at the same time, even for extended objects also, this is a plane mirror. Now here an object is there, object AB. Now object AB is parallel to the mirror. Already we have discussed that, the distance of the point B from mirror, distance of point A from mirror, same distance I will take on this side, same distance I will take on this side, then it will be B dash and this will be A dash, and again I am going to get. So A dash B dash is the image of AB, and of course A dash B dash is an erected image, because here the object is parallel to the mirror. When the object is parallel to the mirror, the image will be erected. This is one thing you have to understand. And at the same time, another one we can discuss. Now again, this is a mirror. Now here I can take, this is A and this is B. Now you see the object is perpendicular to the mirror. Now this is the mirror, to this mirror object is perpendicular. When the object is perpendicular, then what I can do? How much distance is there? Same distance, then it will be B dash. Then how much distance it is there? So I will take, of course here A dash will be there. Now if I join, then this will be. Now AB, B dash, A dash, if you take A dash, B dash is the image of AB. So I can say that, so A dash B dash is the image of AB. Just you see here, now the image A dash B dash is inverted. Actually AB is pointing in this direction, but when we come into A dash B dash is pointing opposite to the direction of AB. Means just it is inverted, because here object is lying perpendicular to the mirror. Now this is the mirror, but object is lying in this direction. When object is lying in this direction, means if it is lying perpendicular, then the image will be inverted. That you need to understand. And one more thing that is already in the previous section also we have discussed. Whenever you are locating the image, use the perpendicular distance concept. Perpendicular distance concept means, one thing I can say that here, this is a mirror. Now the mirror is at an angle of 45 degrees with the horizontal. Now here an object AB is there. Now the light rays which are incidenting, after striking the mirror, now this is 45, so this is also 45. Then I will draw the normal. Then this is the angle of incidence, same angle of reflection I will take. Now this is the reflected ray. So this is the reflected ray, this is the incident ray. Now the reflected ray is in vertical direction, so the image also will be in vertical direction. For that, what you do, just extend the mirror. After extending, just draw the perpendicular. How much distance is there from this B? Same distance you take here. How much distance is A is there? Same distance you take. So the distance what you are taking from A to mirror, the distance you are taking from A to mirror, you should take the same distance from mirror onto the back side of the mirror, just to take the same distance. Then it will be B dash and it will be A dash. Then you are going to get this. This is the image what you are going to get. Always use perpendicular distance. This is one point, this is one point. From mirror you take the distance. How much distance is there in front of the mirror? Same distance you take back side of the mirror. How much distance is there in front of the mirror? Same distance. Then you will get the images of extended objects also. Now another very important point we are going to discuss: images between plane mirrors. Images between plane mirrors. Images formed by two parallel plane mirrors. This is one more thing we want to discuss here. Now here I have two mirrors are there, M1 and M2. Now this is M1 and now this is M2. So these two mirrors are there which are parallel to each other. Now the two mirrors are parallel to each other. Now here I am drawing a line. Now here an object is there. Now here an object is there. Now this object is at certain distance from M2 and it is at certain distance from M1. Later we will see how much distance it is there. Now when the light rays which are coming from the object strikes one mirror, after that they will reflect and strikes the other mirror. Again they will, after striking this mirror, again they will reflect and strike other mirror, that is M2. Again from M2 they will move and strikes M1. Like that the continuous reflections will take place. So successive reflections are going to take place and we are going to get successive images. So we can say that, the light rays which are moving from the object after striking one mirror, again they will reflect and strikes another mirror, again they will reflect and strikes another mirror. Like that the process will continue for every successive reflection. The continuous process will go on. But here when you are learning this one, you should understand the image formed by one mirror is going to act as the object for other mirror. Means the image formed by one mirror is going to function as the object for other mirror. That we will check now. So here, for example, I am taking you see, first I have taken first reflection on M2. First reflection on M2. Let us take from here, for example. Now two rays I have taken. One ray, it is striking M2. Two rays I have taken. One ray striking M2. The other ray it is striking M2 in this direction. Now this ray is perpendicular to M2 and this ray is oblique. Now what I can say here, after striking, then I am going to draw the normal. Then this is the angle of incidence. Then it is going to reflect in this way. Then what happens here? Then this reflected ray, and after striking this one, here the angle of incidence is 0, it will reflect in this direction. Now this reflected ray and this reflected ray cannot meet, so what I have to do? I have to extend them backward. Simple. How much distance? Perpendicular distance concept. How much distance is there? Same distance I will take. This is O dash, the image. It means even I extend this one. Now this is the image of object. Means you will take this one as the I1 on M2. This is, so the image, the first image on M2 I take as I1 M2. Okay. Now again you take here. Again, this is the normal. This is the angle of incidence. This is the angle of reflection. Again, you see here. Now, this ray which is moving like this, again it is moving and striking M2, and now it is striking M2. Now I can say that it which is moving and striking, I extend this reflected ray. When I extend this reflected ray, it is forming here. What is this reflected ray? This reflected ray is giving, what information is giving? This reflected ray is giving the image of I1 M2. It is giving the image of I1 M2. Means I can say the image of I1 M2 on M1. This is what you should understand. The image of I1 M2 on M1. Of course, not understood. I will tell you. Now two rays I have taken. One ray like this, another ray like this. Now it is reflected. This reflected ray and this reflected ray cannot meet, so I extended back, and this is the image of this object. That image I have taken. Image I1, first image on M2. Okay. Now what I am telling is, if any eye is there, if any observer is here, or this is, if you are thinking that is an eye, this is going to see this one. The image of this image will be seen by this area. Okay, this eye is going to see this image. That you have to understand. Now what I am telling is, this image, that is I1 M2, is going to act as the object for M1. It is going to function as object for M1. Now I1 M2 is the object for M1. So that's why I have taken two rays again. What are the two rays? This is one ray, and this is one ray, and this is another ray. Again you have to understand. This is one ray and this is another ray. Now this ray, after striking M1, it is reflecting and moving in this direction. Because this is normal angle of incidence, angle of reflection, it is moving. But this ray, after striking M1, it will move in this backward only, because the thing is, this ray is perpendicular to M1. Now this is one reflected ray, this is another reflected ray. Okay, now this reflected ray and this reflected ray cannot meet. Then what I have to do? We have to go for virtual condition. What virtual condition? Just I have extended them back. This one has extended back. Then this is the image point of this object I1 M2. That's why I have written the image of, this is the I1 M2 on M1. This is the image of this one on in this direction. This is what you should understand. Now again, what I am doing? Again, what I am doing here now? Again, this one is strike. After striking, this one is strike, and again it will move like this, and again it will move like this. Now it is moving like that. Now I extend it. If I extend this one, what is this one? This is the image of I1 M2. This is going to act as the object, that is I1 M2 M1 on here. That is I1 M2 M1 on M2. This is what you should understand. Now, what is this point? This is the image point of this object. What is this object? I1 M2 M1 is an object. This object is functioning as, this is functioning as object for M2, and the image of this one is formed here on this direction. This is what you should understand. Again, I can say here, again, if this is the object, again I am telling this is the incident ray, and again this is the normal. This is the incident ray and this is the normal. This incident ray, after striking, it is moving in this way. There is a reflected ray, and this way is moving like that, and it will reflect in this backward direction. This reflected ray and this reflected ray cannot meet, so I am extending them in backward direction. So I can say this is the image of this object, and this is the image of this object. Simple. Now I can say again, now I have taken reflection on M2, I have drawn the images. Now I will take reflection on M1. Reflection on M1. What I can say, reflection on M1, simply again I am taking first reflected ray on M1. So I have drawn the incident ray on M1, normal, then it will be the reflected ray. Now what I can say, now this is the reflector. Again, two rays I have taken, one ray in this direction, one ray in this direction. Now it is reflected like that. This reflected ray and this reflected ray cannot meet because here the angle of incidence is 0. Now I am extending them back. This is extended back. Now what is this one? This is the image of this object. Image of this object on M1. So I1 M1. This is what you should understand. This is the first image on M1. This is the first image on M2. Okay. Now I can say this is strike. After that, what happens? Again, draw the normal. This is the angle of incidence. This is the angle of reflection. Again. Then what do you do? Again, this is the reflected ray. When it is extended, then again you see when it is extended, you see here. Now what is this image? This image is nothing but, this is the image of this object. What is this object? I1 M1 on M2. I1 M1 on M2. Now this is the image of this object. Where is this object again? This object is, now this image is functioning as object for M2. Actually this is the image of this object, but this image is acting as object for M2. So I can say this light ray and this light ray, after striking, it will reflect in this direction, it will reflect in this direction. This reflected ray and this reflected ray cannot meet, so I extended back and this is I1, M2, M1, M2. These are how the images are formed, like that continuous reflection, continuous successive, all the images will be formed, and also at the same time, what you can say here is, you will get n number of images, you will get infinite number of images in this way. That is, now my question is, for example, this object, the length, the distance between two is 12, and this object is at 5 centimeter. This object is 5 centimeter from M2, and it will be a 7 centimeters from M1, because the total distance between the two mirrors is 12. Then what I am telling is, here question is, what is the distance between I1, M2 and M1? This is the question. Distance between second image on M2 and second image on M1. This is what you should understand. Okay, what is the distance between this point to this point? Simple. What you can say? You know the distance is 12. First you come to here. This is, what is this one? This is the image of this object. So this object is at 5 centimeters, so image also 5 centimeters. This is the image of this object with respect to M1. So from mirror to object it is 7 centimeters, so it is also 7 centimeters, no doubt. Now what I am telling here, this is the image of this object. This is the image of this object. So I can say I1 M2 on M1. So this is the image of this object. So how much distance it is there? It is 5 plus 12. How much? 17. So this object with respect to this mirror is at 17 centimeters, because this from here to here 12, and from here to here 5. 12 plus 5, 17. So this object is at a distance of 17 centimeters with respect to this one. When object is at 17 centimeters, then image also will be 17 centimeters. Then what about this one? This is the image. This is the image of this object. This is the image of this object. At what distance it is there? At what distance it is there? Now this is total 12, and from here to here it is 7. 7 plus 12. How much it is? So 19. So this object is at a distance of 7 plus 12 with respect to this mirror, because this is the image formed on this mirror. So 7 plus 12, that is 19. So total it is 19 centimeters. So we can say from here to here 19, from here to here 12, from here to here 17, total 19 centimeters plus 17 centimeters plus 12 centimeters. Totally it is going to be become so 48 centimeters. So the distance between the second image on M1 and second image on M2 will be 48 centimeters. So this is how you are calculating the distance. Like that you can calculate any distance between this point to this point, or this point to this point. Like that, any distance you can calculate. Thank you.